Hey everybody, welcome to Geeks and Rebels. This is Brian. I'm here with
Widiot Cosplay.
and I'm with
Enrique.
Enrique. He doesn't have a name. He's not.
So
He's.
I'm not cool enough. So.
All right, so we're going to be talking about like a bunch of animes. We had a fourth person, but he couldn't make it unfortunately. So, but he'll come in another video outside of this. I'm about to eat some cheese. So we'll have anime. We'll be talking about new Marvel movies coming out, like Avengers Endgame. We'll be talking about anime, like My Hero Academia, like she's dressed as. He's Spanish Ash Ketchum, as he used to be called on Instagram.
Now it's dude in the 86 at Instagram.
At Instagram.
Follow me.
And she's Widiot Cosplay, as you've seen from the first video. That was a 2-hour premiere that we did not intend to be a 2-hour premiere. So I hope you guys enjoy the show, and let's start with questions. As she's dressed as Nana, so we'll do My Hero talk first.
All right.
So first question is, because we've had these questions before in the first video, but he wasn't here. Favorite characters, and ladies first. So obviously I know.
All right, everyone knows mine. Kirishima Jiro.
And yours.
Honestly, that one for me is a little hard because like I feel like all the characters are dynamic in their own way, and I definitely had looked into like how each character was basically made in existence, like how each of their name also corresponds with their quirks, and also like how it also kind of has to play with their zodiac signs, also stuff like that too. And I think that's really cool. So for me, that's the only thing I don't know. For me, I would say like my top 3 would be like just like the generic people, like All Might, Deku, and Bakugo. But that's about it. That's all I can really say.
Oh my God, Bakugo, you're just as basic as I am.
Yep.
All Might's a good
Sorry.
choice, though.
All Might, or Dad Might, as.
I mean, I'm
everybody.
kind of disappointed,
I
personally.
apologize.
But
I don't know too much about her backstory, unfortunately. I haven't looked into that. Probably should though, but that'll be on my to-do list.
Earlier today we were talking about the news that the doctor from the very first episode who told Deku that he wasn't gonna have a quirk. Find out, spoiler alert if you haven't figured this out or you haven't watched it, that he's actually a villain, and he's been working with All for One, and that is a big revelation right there. What do you think about it?
I'm excited. I want to see more.
Yeah, I was explaining to him how obviously you see Doctor in the first episode, and then later on in the line, if you actually pay attention, you see him with All for One. He shows up for like a split second, and like it was during the what was the event called again?
The Hosu incident.
The Hosu incident, yes. He's like there for like quick second when he's talking about the no move to All for One, and then that's it. So like if you pay attention to that, you'll see the Doctor there. So yeah.
It reminds me of Tokyo Ghoul. We had like the exact same twist in Tokyo Ghoul.
It did. That does sound familiar. I was thinking, we're talking about we're also talking about the quirks that Deku can learn eventually. Another spoiler. So I mean, this whole entire video is gonna be a spoiler alert. So, spoiler alert, if you haven't already got it. But
Skip to like the next question.
yeah, skip to the next question, or just like and subscribe, and you can end it here. I don't know. But yeah, we're talking about how Deku can get new quirks, and he's got the dark whips that we're talking about, and that's
Dude, that part was intense.
yeah, that was dope. It required him to like get like mind control to stop.
I cannot wait for that in the anime. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
I'm looking for that and the one that's coming up soon with the whole the overhaul arc.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, yeah.
Overhaul's a freaking cool ass villain.
Yeah, I remember when I looked into what his quirk was, and I was surprised. I was like, that's gonna be really interesting because I wonder how all that's gonna play into it. Because I haven't read any of the manga stuff. I have heard a few spoilers, like the Dark Whips, but that's like about it. I try to stay away from it because I don't want to be like
He's anime.
too spoiled. Yeah, I'm an anime guy, unfortunately.
Like
Didn't even
Shaq.
get one of my favorite
I have
arcs.
thought about picking up the My Hero mangas, but I just haven't gotten around
You
to
kind
it.
of get both sides. There's like more in the manga and more in the anime that they add. So it's like you kind of get like even a broader term of the whole entire world.
See, and I know everybody. She went and saw it, but I didn't see it in theaters. The movie, I've watched the movie like
that
4
movie
times.
was
Thank
good.
you to like everybody on Facebook who keeps sending me that because I will
gosh.
keep watching it every time
Watched it way
it
too
pops
many
up.
times. It was great in theaters though.
Oh, I bet. I had my headphones in, so my headphones are like loudspeakers in my ears, so it felt like I was in the theaters myself. So like,
Yeah, I went to go see it twice in theater. First time because my brother and I made a mistake and we went to go see the dub, which was okay. It was actually a lot better than the normal anime because we got used to it. And then we went to go see it in like the sub, and it was amazing.
yeah, it probably sounds better.
Oh, it sounds so good. I love the voice actor for All Might. It's the same guy who does Armstrong in Fullmetal Alchemist.
Oh, I never even realized that. Is it really?
Yeah, it's the same guy. There's not very many Japanese voice actors who can get their voice that low.
Every time I think of Armstrong, I just think of English dub. It's weird, like how in
I
Dragon
love
Ball,
English dub.
like in Dragon Ball, English dub Goku was the first voice version I heard from him, and then I heard Japanese Goku, and it's so high pitched.
Instantly, I hated it.
Yeah, I hated it immediately. Like at that point, I was like, I'm just watching this for the action now because I can't stand his voice.
I would tune out
And
Goku's
Vegeta's.
voice. Now, I was okay with Vegeta's voice, but whenever Goku would talk, I would have to tune it out and just focus on the caption and then try to read it in Sean's voice, and I'm just like, I can't. And then eventually I just ended up just tuning it out altogether and just started just reading, and then that was it.
Oh no.
I know what pissed you off before. Like I always say this: the voice actor for All Might is the same voice actor for Vegeta, and how much he loves playing All Might.
I wasn't pissed off. I was a little upset because Vegeta is my favorite character in Dragon Ball, but All Might is one of my favorite characters in My Hero.
But it's the way I was doing
I
it.
was just like,
The way I was egging him on.
you poking at me,
Have you played the
beating a dead horse.
My Heroes One's Justice, the game?
No, I do want
So much
to
fun.
play it. I just
Tokyo
wanted to wait
is
for the price to
hard.
drop on it because I knew it was gonna drop. Did it drop yet? I haven't checked.
I don't know. I haven't looked. I've been playing Jump Force. So.
Oh, okay.
They're making some DLCs. I've got, if you pre-ordered it, you can get Endeavor, but now he's a DLC.
Mm.
Endeavor's free, fun to play. But now you can get Inasa, who's one of my favorite characters, because everyone compares me to him, because I'm really, really loud and over the top.
And but wait, I know that the voice actor for Edward Elric is in.
Oh, Vic Mignogna?
Yeah, isn't he the same voice actor for Bakugo? Or am I thinking of someone else?
No, he's Broly.
Broly. Oh, Broly. It is him. I can kind of hear it now. You can.
There's like a different, like, I think Vic Mignogna and Todd Haberkorn are the two guys who have like the very distinct voices.
Yeah, I can recognize his voice.
You can hear Todd Haberkorn from a mile away.
Yeah, well, that's because I liked Fairy Tail. All of.
I love the Fairy Tail dub. The Fairy Tail dub's actually really, really good.
Yeah, Fairy Tail. You haven't seen Fairy Tail, have you? You'd probably like it if you actually watched it. But you just sat down and watched Black Clover, which I've been trying to get this one to watch, but she is
I
procrastinating.
started Kill la Kill last night.
See, she started Kill la Kill, but not Black Clover.
My brother's been badgering at me to watch it, so it's just like, okay, fine, but we're watching the sub. And he's like, I like the dub. It's got Todd Haberkorn in it.
See,
I'm like, no.
But Kill la Kill is really good. Like I was telling her last night, I can't really sit down and watch it unless I'm within a group of friends. And it feels really awkward to see a bunch of teenage girls with the most smallest outfit of all time. I'm like, this is basically close to hentai, and I'm not comfortable with this.
It's like,
You're trying to fight
there's
yourself
hentai, and then there's Kill la Kill. But Kill la Kill's like off somewhere else.
Yeah.
Just doing its own thing.
I had to ask, are you watching Kill la Kill or a Comic a Kill? Because a Comic a Kill is much more violent.
I was gonna say, doesn't everyone die?
Almost everybody dies. You shouldn't find a favorite character that's not the main character. that's why I tell everybody.
That's how I felt. Yeah, that's exactly how I felt about Attack on Titan.
Yeah, Attack on Titan. I just finished it.
My favorite character's still alive.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I first saw it, it was second, third episode when Eren died, and I was just like,
Died.
I was like, what the fuck?
They just killed off their protagonist?
Yeah, why? What? I was like, how
Well, who's
is
the
this a
protagonist
thing?
now?
And then out of nowhere, just Eren pops up as a Titan, and then I was just like, okay, I'm confused, but okay, this is a thing now. And then, obviously they got into more depth of how it all happened, and I actually really liked it because, it made me think of what was actually going on, and there was so many possibilities, and then out of nowhere it's like, bam, this is the reason why this is happening.
See, Like I had took me like I watched the first season of Attack on Titan before everybody jumped on the bandwagon, and then when everybody jumped on the bandwagon,
cool.
yeah, exactly. I did like it before it was cool, and then a week later, everybody starts to talk about it. I'm like, oh,
here we go.
Don't throw it in my face. I've already seen it. It's like I couldn't do the same thing though when it was Seven Deadly Sins. Seven Deadly Sins.
Oh my gosh.
I jumped on the bandwagon for that one because I saw it. And I was like, this is a.
I started it before I knew there was hype.
Yeah.
And then immediately after, a whole bunch of my friends started getting like tattoos, and then she basically convinced me. So now I have like a Bond tattoo.
Yeah. See.
Yeah.
You see, our friend Aaron has, like we were talking about fairy tale earlier. Our friend Aaron has the Grace tattoo on his chest, which is the fairy tale logo that's there. I kind of want like Natsu's because his is here, but like again, fickle with what goes on my body.
Are you gonna get it in pink?
No, we get it in red. Actually, no, I had to get it in like black or something because I don't think red would show up very well on me skin
Probably
tone.
not.
Unless it's like super bright red.
You are black.
Because I am very black.
And I'm very pale, so red shows up like really well.
See, that's how you can get the Seven Deadly Sins like Dawn tattoo because it's so easy. Just like a whole canvas. I'm just like a tar of paper.
I mean, it's really cool though, because then I knew a guy at my dance school who had like all these different tattoos, but he didn't have to cover any of them up with makeup because you couldn't see him from a distance. So you'd be like seeing him from a distance, be like, oh, it's a dance dude, and then you come up and you'd be like, holy crap, he's covered in tattoos.
So you have a couple.
Yeah, I just have like my mom's name and then just some Chinese letters.
Chinese letters. What does it say? Water.
Yes.
It says water.
It says "fuck you all." Three characters too.
3 characters is all it takes.
Yeah.
Oh, so speaking of characters, we're going to be bringing up like we've been checking out these superhero mugs, and I have been waiting and itching to watch. He's not watching superhero mug, but it's basically owned by the people who own the same group of heroes I'm about to talk about, which is Avengers Endgame.
Woo.
I'm excited to watch that movie so bad. I just watched Avengers last night on Netflix, and it got to a point where I kind of know the words. Like that's how much I've watched Avengers. Like I can't unless I really like the movie. I don't like it's Scott Pilgrim and Avengers Endgame are the 2 movies I can remember the words to. Because Scott Pilgrim is just funny. I enjoy like the bass battle they have. Like I was telling her, I was like they have an actual bass battle where they fight each other with guitars and they just try to outplay each other and then Scott Pilgrim loses that fight. He tricks the guy. It's an old movie. Came out 2000.
They still like smacking each other like really style.
Yeah. And another favorite character is like Knives because she's so goddamn obsessive.
Ah, nice.
She's funny. She's so funny. If you haven't seen Scott Pilgrim, have you?
Nah, that's one of the movies I missed.
It's on Netflix, so both of you can watch it and catch up on it or something. So I don't have to feel by myself.
The one little pop culture thing I haven't watched.
Unfortunately.
It's got everything in it, like funny, drama, and then it's got action. And it's got, like I told her, Chris Evans, and everybody likes Chris Evans. If you don't like Chris Evans.
It's beautiful.
Yes. Is he beautiful to you?
No. No, I don't think so.
If I had to pick a Chris though, Marvel Chris, I'd pick Hemsworth.
Hemsworth, because of the beard, yes.
Well, that he kind of.
He's a
looks
natural
like a god.
He looks like a god. I'd say Jason Momoa looks more like a god, but you know.
Yeah, but he's not Marvel.
He's something.
I do like Jason Momoa though. I will say.
So what are you guys excited for Marvel Endgame? Because I'm just excited to see how they're going to bring everybody back.
I'm excited to see that everyone's not dead.
Yeah, same here. The thing with that, like I've seen so many theories being thrown around. Like I honestly, like I'm okay with whatever as long as the movie doesn't suck, which I know it won't, because it's Disney and Marvel. So like, that's like, it's not gonna.
Disney's
happen.
had a pretty bad track record lately, though. Like the new Dumbo movies.
No. Live action remakes. Let's not bring those up at all.
Please no Disney. Like we don't appreciate this.
Keep a classic, and then it'll be a classic forever.
Just bring in like some young animators and story writers, and then you can revamp your entire brands.
Maybe, but then that's how people start to like,
But then you see like Gravity Falls was freaking amazing.
I have not seen Gravity Falls.
It's great.
I've seen bits and pieces. I just know that somehow Rick and Morty is also connected to Gravity Falls in like a slight, tiny way.
Maybe the animators know each other?
Yeah, the animators know each other, so they kind of just like
sneak in references.
Just not completely, but like just like sneak in like subtle references. Like I know I think it's the first episode, the pilot episode of Rick and Morty. You see, oh no, not the pilot episode.
Shut up, Alexa. Why are you talking?
The spooky ghost.
It is a spooky ghost.
But I forgot what episode it is. I want to say it's the one.
Alexa's like lecturing you on life.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, Alexa. Like, alright, she's done. But I forgot what episode it is.
Oh my God.
Rick and Morty were being chased by the Citadel of Ricks, and like they were like jumping into a bunch of portals, and one of the portals, like a coffee mug, a pencil, and a little book fell out of a portal. And I know in Gravity Falls, that's what had got sucked into a portal.
Yeah.
But I don't know the character's name, but like that stuff got sucked into it, and then that's what came out in the Rick and Morty episode.
Oh, that's funny. I actually appreciate that. Yeah, the original screenwriter for the Detective Pikachu movies, the guy who did Gravity Falls.
Oh, really? Cool.
Mm-hmm. Which is one of the reasons why I'm super hyped for Detective Pikachu.
Yeah, I know he's super hyped. It's just Pokemon.
Yeah. I mean, I have been making fun of some of Pokemon designs because, you know, it's live action Pokemon.
Jigglypuff looks amazing though.
Actually, Charizard looks amazing.
Charizard looks awesome.
I was a little meh. I'm on the fence with Charizard's design.
That's your favorite Pokemon.
I know.
Mine too.
That's why I'm on the fence about it. I'm just like, okay, I mean, I know, yeah, he looks like a dragon, and I understand it's a live action movie, so, you know, he has to be a lot more detailed than he would be in the anime, obviously, and games.
He looks like a dragon. He acts like a dragon.
He should be.
Breathes fire like a dragon. But he's obviously not a dragon. The palm tree is obviously the dragon.
Yeah, an obvious, like, massive palm tree that has no wings or dragon aesthetic at all, and it's a dragon.
It's a dragon.
But the one person that looks like a dragon, acts like a dragon, talks like a dragon.
No dragon.
No dragon. Unless it's a Mega Evolution.
I was going to say, I think it's a Mega Evolution.
Yeah, like, was it the Mega Charizard X? Because Pokemon Encyclopedia right there.
Okay.
So for in-game, I'm expecting Ant-Man to do all the work.
Have you seen the memes?
You have seen the memes.
Oh no, not the memes.
The memes.
Those, like, it's funny. It's just, I don't know where it's sprouted from.
The actor for Ant-Man has already commented on this. What's his name? Paul Rudd has already commented on this. He said maybe it could work.
It could work.
It can work.
I mean, that's Paul Rudd though. He's a comedian. So
Paul Rudd's great. I love him.
Like, I don't care what role he's playing in. He will always make me laugh. Yes, he's the funniest man alive. One of the funniest men alive, I should say. There are a lot of funny men.
I'm not the only one who's disappointed that Ant-Man and the Wasp didn't do that great.
Yeah,
I actually genuinely enjoyed that movie.
Like, I was really excited for it, and I had just watched it like a month or two ago, and I felt like it was a little rushed in some parts of the movie, and
anything that had to do with Ghosts felt rushed.
Yeah, like Ghosts. I feel like Ghosts'
they were trying to rush the redemption arc.
Yeah, they were trying. I think they're just trying to push out Endgame.
And it didn't make sense that
their next phase.
It didn't make sense that Giant Man was like a pseudo villain.
Mm-hmm.
He's a hero. He grew big.
I mean, that's not the first time they've done something like that in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, at least. So
at least it's better than like the villain for like Iron Man 3, Mandarin.
Oh, I was so disappointed. I was in high school and I was so disappointed by that. I'm like, why would you do that? Lego did the Mandarin better than they did.
I was so mad. Me and my brother were so excited to see the Mandarin because they had it like he's going to be like this really big bad, and he's like a freaking actor the entire time. I know the Mandarin likes the movies and the acting and stuff in the comics, but he should have had the power of those friggin' rings, and then he should have had Fing Fang Boom and all that in there. But no, you just couldn't have that. No, sorry, Marvel, you just couldn't give us something we would all want. You gave Pepper powers. You gave Pepper Potts powers. Didn't give her the power. You didn't give her the suit rescue. You gave her powers to shoot fire from her body.
Well, people are saying that it might show up in Endgame.
Yeah, she never does it again. Like it's like I think they cured her of it the same way.
I haven't watched it in a while.
They did. They would be like a half-assed cure for her.
Yeah.
And then
Tony Stark is smart enough to make his own element. Yeah. So he can do that. But I'm excited for another movie that's not in game, but obviously we all know they're coming back, which is Spider-Man: Far From Home. Mm-hmm. I cannot wait to see that because Mysterio and Jake Gyllenhaal.
That's true. I was gonna say Mysterio.
And I think they're trying to make Jake Mysterio out to be like a hero at first, or act like he's a hero, and then end up being a villain.
So kind of like a righteous villain.
Yeah, and I know that's like your thing. You like the righteous villain, like
the villain that thinks he's doing the right thing.
Yeah, like not L. Sorry, Light.
Light. They're interesting because then you sit there and it's like in their own mind they're their own hero. They are a hero, and the hero is the villain.
It's like
Stain.
Like Stain.
Stain. I actually thought he would have made a good villain. He's like, you know what Stain reminds me of?
I wish they kept him. Like he was so interesting.
Well, he's still alive.
He's still alive.
Out of prison
I feel like he might return someday.
He's gonna break out of prison to help Deku out of some massive jam or something.
Probably because he likes Deku.
He liked him,
but everyone likes Deku. You can't help but like Deku.
Yeah, even you don't like the main character.
Even like Shigaraki likes Deku. He wants to kill him.
It's like you're great. I love you.
But you need to die.
But you need to die, child.
Like my master said to do this, so I'm doing it.
I mean, even Overhaul admires him. Like
Stain reminds me of like Krillin's older brother. Like they both have no nose.
The first comparison you made.
No, he has a nose.
Oh, it's a tiny.
Just like Michael Jackson.
It's like a Michael Jackson
right
like a little nib. Someone just took a button and went, there, that's a nose.
Two like little engraved.
I feel like they forgot to give him a nose, and you're just like, oh shit. There you go, there's a nose.
Actually, Stain was based off of a Ninja Turtle.
I was gonna say that.
Because he also gives off like that Ninja Turtles comic vibe.
Yeah.
Because the villains in the Ninja Turtles were not pretty at all.
No, they have Foot Clan members who just look like black ninjas with red on many spots.
Well, I mean, it's a Ninja Turtle show. Ninjas.
Yeah. They could be just ninjas fighting soldiers. You don't know that. I mean, technically they are.
I mean, they have ninjas fighting aliens.
Ninjas fighting aliens. Ninjas
fighting.
mutants.
Yep.
Yeah.
Everything.
So, you, like the both of you, have not watched it, or seen much episodes of it, but I'm dressed as the Green Arrow, and a lot of people don't know that there's on their last season's coming up soon, and I'm sad, disappointed, and I thought I should say that because I keep looking at myself in the camera, and I'm like, I'm sad and disappointed for the same thing. And this thing is super warm now. It used to be hot, but I think I've gotten accustomed to it. So I'm like,
you get used to the suffering.
Yeah, I'm used to the suffering. Apparently now, I'm just gonna die of heat stroke apparently, and not even realize it.
The things we do for cosplay.
Yeah, well, she does more, but like she's been like everything in cosplay.
That's an overstatement, but okay.
This is the most he's ever cosplayed. He's not even cosplaying. He's just Bruno Mars in a Pokemon hat. That's literally what he is.
Somewhat. Yeah.
Someone's like, yeah, maybe.
And my brother is usually the one who goes with me to cons, and he's usually the one that he literally just shows up in a Spider-Man hoodie and a top hat, and people think he's wearing a costume. They'll be like, "Oh, what?" Like, and he used to have like this really long surfer hair, and it's like really curly and pretty. But girls would come up to him and be like, "What kind of wig are you wearing?" He'd be like, "This is my hair."
I just look
no
like
wig.
this. I woke up like this.
I woke up like this. Literally, he just rolls out of bed, brushes his teeth, and gets cons.
Yeah, see, the rest of us can't do that. We have to brush our hair, or else we look super nappy, and it's awful. Staring at you.
Me? Oh,
I was gonna say I'm wearing a wig right now, so
I'm looking at me through the camera. Cause yeah, that happens. If I don't get a haircut, I hate when my hair gets like super, like even just a little bit high, and like man, I can't cosplay. Like I would love if I have like a small fro. This hood does not come up at all. Like I can't do it with this. So I can do I can do it.
It looks weird with the hat though.
Yeah, I know it does look weird. That's why I didn't have it up. But my hair is cut now, and I'm happy about it because it wasn't cut last week. And thanks to my friend Gabby, and shout out to Gabby, she gave me a haircut and made me feel super, super, super pretty, handsome. That's it. Oh, yeah, handsome.
Guys can feel pretty. It's 2019.
It is 2019, but we still have internet judge.
Here, guys.
Okay.
We have trolls.
Okay.
Those random guys under the bridge, typing on their computer,
In their mom's
saying that
basement.
none shall pass.
With a bunch of fucking cheesy poofs on their belly.
Okay. Those guys only come out of the woodwork to go to cons.
To go to cons and not shower and play Smash Bros.
And get upset when they
and get
lose.
upset when they
We do have those at Nova too, actually.
Oh,
in college. There's this one dude that I'm pretty sure he doesn't go there anymore.
Mm-hmm.
he just hangs out in the game room like all day playing Smash Bros. And he just syncs up the entire game room.
Oh.
And we just kind of sit there and we're like, why are you here? Like,
Please.
Do you not have a
if you're not here to hit on girls,
Public service
just
announcement.
please leave.
You have game cons or any type of con, and there's a game room, and there's Smash Bros.
You'll find all the unwashed men.
Oh, yeah, that. But if you want to make a change, like be a change, like Martin Luther King or something, bring a whole thing of like shampoo, conditioner,
And
soap,
just bring Axe body spray and just
a portable,
weaponize
just bring a
it.
portable shower. Just tell everybody to step in
And
there
start spraying
Yeah.
everywhere.
because we need to change that so everybody else can have fun. You can't bring your kids in there and let them play because everybody smells.
Everyone's
Well,
trying
I
not
wouldn't
to
bring my
vomit.
kids to an anime con anyway.
I mean, yeah.
Unless it's like a baby in a carrier, because then the baby doesn't know what's going on.
I've seen somebody do like baby Deku when he was
It's so cute.
when he's just walks through the door and he's like, I'm here. I've seen a meme when they replaced Deku. They did the replacement. It was like they had Deku and his mom doing it, and then it had Bakugo and his mom.
I love that one. Someone
instead of-
animated it.
Yeah, instead of him just like bursting the door open, he
He
like
just
blows
blows
it
the door out.
and he does like a crazy look. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, my roommates are back.
Hey.
So yeah, they do the crazy little videos and whatnot. Hello.
Hi, guys.
Hi.
And they have. Hi. Yeah,
It's okay.
it's alright. I figured this was gonna happen. Yeah, I should have warned. People might be coming in and out. Whatever. We'll find a new like actual venue eventually. And, yeah, but for now, it will be everywhere and nowhere.
At the
And
same time.
at the same time, we will be at nowhere, like where the Guardians of the Galaxy went. That's where we'll be. We'll be in space, just gone,
We'll just be in space and we'll be like, hey guys, we
Having-
can't breathe. We're about to die in 5 minutes.
having dance-offs.
90 seconds. How long do you think we survive in space?
Like I don't
I
even
think it was
know.
90 seconds, right? Before they pass out. and
Or
lay down?
freeze to death. Yeah. Oh, speaking of freeze to death,
Uh-oh.
did you told me you watched Sex Robots and
Love
Robots.
Love, Death.
Love, Death, and
Wait,
Robots.
is that what it's called?
I cannot remember, but it's on Netflix. It's really good. There's a whole episode it's like Black Mirror but animated. And there's a whole episode dedicated to like this woman in space. And she
Oh, yeah, I
she's
saw
like
that
trying
last
to
night.
fix it. She's trying to fix like the space cell she's in. She bumps it, and she starts to fly away. And like so, like
That
her
sounds
core.
horrifying.
So in order for her to get back, she cuts off her arm. And she she doesn't really cut it off. She lets her arm out because there's an air pocket, so she can fly forward. And it freezes, and she just breaks her arm. And then and then she stayed working at the end. That was the. I
No,
would've went
she
home.
actually went home.
Oh, no.
I swear she stayed. She was
I
just like,
watched
"We still
it
gotta
last
work
night,
to-
right?
Work together, dude."
I
I
know
swear
what
she
you're
said that.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I mean,
She broke off her arm, and then she like called in and was like, "Get some beers, chilled or whatever." And then next thing you know, you see her little ship heading toward Earth,
I thought it was always.
and then it ended.
I think
Yeah.
the best episode was the werewolf one. That was still great.
That was cool.
One of my
She might
biggest
like it 'cause-
fears is like freezing to death in space, which
Yeah.
is a very unlikely thing to happen. But
I think if we actually, get into space and do like space colonies,
it's so freaking cool.
we would finally figure out how to get around freezing to death in space.
Mm.
Hopefully,
We're going to mutate the human race,
probably.
basically make the plot of X-Men.
Yeah.
So maybe less racism.
I mean, that's X-Men's whole aesthetic.
That's like their whole entire.
It's literally Malcolm X
Sick.
and Martin Luther King, but with mutants. That's literally what it is. They have I think Malcolm X was Magneto and Martin Luther King was Professor X,
Mhm.
which he was like swapping the names, but not mutants. Do you think we'd actually survive? Like, do you think we'd actually be like My Hero, or would it be like X-Men?
Well, I feel like it would start off as like X-Men, and then it was, as the human race continues to live on, it would slowly, gradually turn into like how
My Hero.
My Hero is.
I think it would all be genetic, definitely.
yeah,
Because then they like pass down the traits onto your kid.
It's definitely an evolutionary thing for that. So like obviously, eventually down the line, 20% of the human race will have powers, 40% of the human race,
Yeah.
60 and
just
so
going.
on, until 100%.
I think eventually we're going to end up having. It'll actually depend on how people use the power.
Mm.
If they use it like for like war purposes, we're gonna end up.
We're gonna end up with the Avengers.
I was thinking the X-Men. We do the Avengers thing. That'd be great. But that'd be
terrible because then you get like the whole government regulations and stuff like that.
Oh,
but to have hero licenses.
That sounds like
that's smarter though.
That's smart.
It's like having a driver's license. Like most people probably have it.
And it's like, well, if you get like a hero license, then, but like Spider-Man, you wouldn't really need one. He's a vigilante, a vigilante. Like Captain, like he's a. Oh no, as they call him, an adventurer and like other stuff. Like he's like a vigilante to me is somebody like Punisher. Punisher seems like a vigilante.
Daredevil. Vigilante's just kind of like.
I think vigilantes are the ones that take lethal or extreme measures.
But I think the technical definition of vigilante is just someone who takes justice into their own hands.
Like a normal,
like Green Arrow.
Yeah.
Green Arrow, a hero in general.
With arrows.
Most superheroes.
Batman breaks people's arms.
Everyone in New York City, apparently.
Everybody in New York City has a superpower.
All the New York. That's the funny thing. It's like New York City, would they have like if the Marvel Universe and the DC Universe existed? Technically, isn't Metropolis supposed to be New York?
I think it's based on New York. I always thought
everyone who made comic books back in the day were from New York.
Yeah, and then I think Gotham was based off of New Jersey. I thought, yeah, that sounds about right.
Oh,
I'm sorry for everybody.
Explains why everyone loses their mind in Gotham City.
Yeah. Probably. I know people from Jersey, so.
They got Guido Man. They have, I don't know, Snooki Man. Before she became Snooki Woman. I don't know how Snooki would work. She would just go on Snoop all the time.
It took me a minute to figure out what you were talking about.
Oh my god.
Fucking South Park.
South Park is funny. They have I know they have the the West Coast Avengers, which I cannot remember who leads that team. I swear it was like She-Hulk or like Hawkeye.
I was gonna maybe say Submariner, but
so, yeah, but
because we do have some Avengers comics where I work. Which really funny. I did not know Submariner was even a thing, and I've seen him before.
Yeah, he came out before Aquaman.
Yeah, he came out before. It's like DC Marvel thing. It's like they make one dude, someone else has to make one that copies it and try and capitalize on that popularity. Yeah. But like Submariner basically just looks like the love child of Spock and
he does look
Aquaman.
He does.
In a Speedo.
He just looks super dorky. Like unless he's wearing like the full suit that he has sometimes, the original old school version. He's just in his Speedo. He's like one of those people you go to a beach with your family and he's just there. He's that guy. He's that guy. He's just there. He's just in a Speedo. Like, hey guys, would you like a taco or a hot dog? Like, not from you.
Oh my gosh.
They have like Aquaman. Surprisingly, is a lot more popular than Submariner because
probably because he's blonde and he's hot. Well, and then Jason Momoa.
Jason Momoa. Yeah, I was thinking more because of the fact he had the whole joke about him being
just the whole meme of Aquaman being Aquaman.
Aquaman being Aquaman, just controlling
talking
the fish. He talks to fish.
But then it's like if you think about it, sharks count as fish.
Yeah. Well, you just talk to any like sea creature or sea animal. Like I think the best they did to upgrade him was to control water, like as making a weapon, like a hard weapon, like Aqualad from Young Justice.
I freaking love Aqualad. He's awesome.
The new season of Young Justice, season 3, it's dope.
I have to pause real quick because I have to go adult. So it's my time. Yeah, it's my time to go.
He's got to go.
I have to go be an adult. So nice doing this with you guys.
Yeah, thanks for showing up.
You guys enjoy.
Where can they find you?
Where can they find you? At Mike's.
At Mike's. At Mike's American Grill. I'm talking about on the internet.
Instagram, do it in the 80s.
So you just told the internet where you work.
Yep.
Go there.
Find me.
Find him.
I'm a server.
Tip him well.
Yep. I'll hook you up. Maybe.
He's an adult. He needs money.
We might show up.
I need to go pay my bills.
We may show up.
I will be there.
You're right.
See you guys.
All right. See you. He's out of here. Don't forget your thing.
I'm gonna need that.
Yeah.
Bye guys.
All right. See you. You drive safe, man.
I'll try.
See, there's one out the door. So now it's down to 2.
Two
left.
left.
It was 4. One didn't even show. One left for me to go. Or
Two down, two go.
Two go. Who will win? She will probably win because I can't fight women because that's against my code.
I mean, technically, if I punch you, it gives you full permission to punch me back.
Yeah, no, I would probably just like put you in a submission room or something because I can't hit back. My mother taught me right.
Oh no.
But so now that he's gone, we'll bring up this. He was wearing a Pokemon hat. We all like Pokemon, I assume. Everybody here likes Pokemon. I know she does, and I do. I like it somewhat, not as much as Enrique because he has Pokemon hats and a lot of Pokemon stuff, a lot of Pokemon cards that I've seen him have.
I steal my brother's Pokemon hat. I don't have to, I'm
She's like, I don't have to.
He's got a Team Rocket hat. He's got a Pikachu hat. And then he's also got, in the mail, he's got a red hat coming. Like from Pokemon Red?
Pokemon, oh. Wow, like not even Ash's original hat, like the actual guy who wins that thing's hat. Because Red wins that things, not Ash. Ash has won like 2 tournaments in his 26 years of life.
26 years of perpetually being 10 years old. I think he's 11 now.
He was supposed to be 11, now he's back to 10. Well, it doesn't make any
Sun
sense.
and Moon, you have to be 11 years old to compete in the island trials, so he should be 11.
He should be 11. He should be like, I swear he was 14 like 5 years ago at least. Because he looked older.
That's pushing it. That's pushing it.
When he was like in black and white when he met that girl Iris, he looked a lot older, and then they regressed his age down to like 9. He's so much younger looking now.
It's like me when I take my makeup and put my glasses
she
on.
looks like a child.
And people on campus come up to me and they'll be like, it's like my 3rd year in college. And they'll come up to me and be like, are you lost? Did you lose your tour?
Wait.
I'm like, it's in the middle of the semester. Why do you think I'm here?
He's like, I just show up just because?
Yeah. The only time I didn't have someone do that, I had someone approach me on campus and not ask me if I was lost was on Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
And I showed up dressed as Stein from Soul Eater.
Ah, nice.
And then I just had people going up going, oh my gosh, I know what that is!
See, for me, it'd be like when I shave and like everything is shaved. Like, the baby face shows up. Someone's asked me before why, like when I was wearing my suit and tie, I was coming home from work and they were like, I was wearing my suit and tie. They were like, "Why aren't you in school?" I'm like, "School," and like just a couple years ago, they're like,
what is that?
she's like, "Aren't you like 14, 15, 14, 24?"
I know, I hate it when you go, my friends and I like to go out to Irish pubs because we like to try like a whole bunch of local craft beers.
Mm-hmm.
And they'll always like squint at me. They'll look at them, all my friends are like super petite,
mm-hmm.
but they look their age. So people look at them and be like, they don't even card them half the time. And they're all like 22. And then they'll look at me and be like, how old are you? Let me see your ID. And I'll be like, are you kidding me? I'm the designated driver. I'm not even drinking.
He's like, well, you need to see it. Just to make sure you're not drinking. So if you do drink some, you're like, no, we're not.
I'm not, like, the most I have is probably a beer, and then that's it.
Yeah.
Because then we're hanging out there for, like, 2 hours.
And they have, like, I think it was like a week or 2 ago when I was hanging with my friend Alex. They were like, I'm not going to get anything to drink. I don't want to drink right now. And they're like, well, I still need to see your ID anyways. So
I think, yeah, you have to be a certain age to sit at the bar.
Sit at the bar. And I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever. Like, do I look like... That's when I had, like, full-on facial hair. Like, do I look underage? Like, thanks for the compliment, I guess. But, like, I definitely wasn't, like... I don't know, because my friend Sergio... I give him the benefit of the doubt. My friend Sergio, when he was, like, 14, 15, had a full beard.
Oh, my gosh. My dad didn't start being able to grow facial hair until he's 25.
Oh.
And, of course, that was to his benefit, because he's in the military. He can't have a beard. He said he's going to grow a full Viking beard when he retires. And I'm like, you better let Mom braid it, because that's what she's been dreaming of.
Down here, down to his belly button.
I don't know how long he's going to grow, because once you hit the belly button area, that's when it's like wizard territory. There's like certain levels of beard. There's like the lumberjack.
Or like
there's
the old school samurai
like,
from
old school samurai.
From like Kill Bill. The dude just flips his beard.
Flip the beard. My dad's not Asian, so he can't pull that off. But you hit like maybe chest area, that's Viking, and then you hit like belly button downwards, that's like wizard, and then you hit like if it manages to grow down to your feet, that's like a hermit druid or something like that.
Yeah, hermit. Yeah. See, if it gets to that point when it starts to drag on the floor, and you're just basically become Gandalf the Grey.
But even Gandalf's like beard wasn't even that long.
Yeah, really, actually, really. Well, Was it his
It
beard?
got like shorter when he turned to Gandalf the White in the movie.
Yeah, I think I'm thinking of. I might actually be thinking of.
Majestic.
I'm thinking of the headmaster from Harry
Dumbledore?
Potter. Yeah.
You know how funny it is that people get those two mixed up?
Yeah, I shouldn't get them mixed up, but
it's
I
like
do.
People mix up Elijah Wood and Daniel Radcliffe, and they look nothing alike.
No, they don't. Well, no. Maybe it's their eyes, because they have, like, dead eyes. Because they kind of look like they have dead. Like,
dead inside.
Either that or they look sleepy all the time. Like, Daniel Radcliffe looks sleepy all the time. When you see that new show he's in where he's like an angel for God, he looks sleepy all the time.
I'd be too if I was an angel. Just be like, oh, these humans and their tough bullshit.
Yeah. But he was trying to help us, apparently, because God was to destroy Earth in that show. But we had to give him a reason to not destroy it. So the angels were like, let's go down
do
there.
It again.
Yeah.
We done screwed up Aaron.
One
of my favorite Bible jokes is you know that part in the Bible when like Moses comes back down with like the tablets, and then all the Israelites are worshiping a golden calf, and I just immediately imagine like this is point Moses breaks the stone tablets. I just imagine him screaming, "You done messed up, Aaron!"
Oh, I've been wanting to do that. My friend Aaron, we call him Aaron all the time, and he's already gotten used to it. I think he was okay with it at first, then he thought it was funny. And then he started to hate it, and then he eventually hated it, and now he's indifferent to it.
Oh no!
So we still call him Aaron, but he just kind of like ignores
the 5
it.
stages of grief.
Yeah, basically. So we call him Aaron all the time, and like I have to fight the urge to not turn on Key and Peele on like Hulu or Netflix, because I will go to that episode immediately.
Oh my gosh!
Straight up immediately. So
my brother didn't get that whole entire. I showed him the scene. He didn't get it because he never left the house when we lived in the South. So he had like no friends that were like African American. So I'm sitting here and I'm like, "Wait, this isn't funny to you?" And he's like, "No." I'm like, "Because usually the names are pronounced the way they're spelled."
Yeah, it's Aaron, not Aaron or Balake. Like I don't even know how you got Balake out of that. It's literally
I was gonna say like Balake sounds like a cool name though.
Yeah, but it sounds hella African. Balake. Or D nice.
D nice.
Now I got me reminiscing about Key and Peele. Speaking of Key and Peele, Jordan Peele, his new movie, was it Us? Yeah, I heard that movie was pretty good. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen either of his movies actually. I have not seen Get Out or Us.
I haven't seen him in anything lately.
Yeah.
I meant to watch Get Out, but then I was just like, I'm not really a thriller person.
See, it doesn't seem like it would scare me. I'd probably be laughing the entire time, just because I would make so many black jokes. You have no idea how many black jokes I make on the regular, and like if I was to make it during a movie, no one would be able to watch it and take it seriously.
It's like watching Avengers with my dad. We went to go see Avengers when I was a kid. Sorry, because it came out when I was finishing middle school, and we went to go see it. My mom wouldn't let my brother go see it, but he's like leaning over and he's like, "What is this? What's going on? Why are these things attacking Earth?" Everything like that. And I'm just like trying to explain to my dad, the lady behind me is just like, "What is wrong with you? Why are you here?" I'm like, "Because I dragged him here and he doesn't know what's going on."
Does he like the movies now though?
Oh, he loves them, but he still, if we go see him in the theater, he'll like lean over and be like,
"Who's that?
Okay, who's that? What's his significance? Or like, what's his superpower?"
It's like
before it's even explained in the movie. The only time he didn't do it was in Guardians of the Galaxy.
But he knows about Guardians of the Galaxy?
He has no idea.
But he just liked it?
Oh, he loved it. Both of them, both Guardians of the Galaxy and Guardians of the Galaxy 2 are his favorite Marvel movies. He's like, it's just a good time.
Yeah, they're fun. Like they're really.
But the second one, they killed someone.
Yeah. Well, I thought it was weird that his dad, Peter Quill's dad, was a whole planet. He was a special breed of weird. And,
he's basically a god. Don't worry about it. We killed him.
He can survive using an Infinity Stone, like the Titan. Like I don't understand, like how a god, basically like a half god, like Peter, can only barely survive an Infinity Stone, while Thanos can just like wield all of them. Like
Thanos
he's got the gauntlet too.
He's technically a god.
Yeah, Titan.
Like he's a god level Marvel character.
Yeah. Well,
even without the Infinity Gauntlet.
I think the only person. I wonder if Galactus exists in that universe. Did like half the Galactus go away? to like have his
That'd
body.
be so funny.
Like it's like he has a stroke and he's just like drooped face and like half just like okay, this is
Okay,
happening.
this is a thing.
Like maybe if I eat more.
Oh, who was it? There's another god level character that I love in Marvel. He was in
The second movie?
No, he was in Ultimate Spider-Man. They had like this whole entire 3-part like tournament episodes, basically like a tournament arc in anime.
The Grandmaster.
Grandmaster.
He was in.
And then the Collector.
Yeah, the Collector. They're both in.
They're supposed to be brothers, and they're basically just bored gods.
Yeah, they're. I think they're in Thor Ragnarok. No, yeah.
I think one of them is.
Yeah, the one that Jeff Goldblum played.
Yeah.
Was the Grandmaster, I believe.
Yeah, who had
and then
Loki
the Collector.
As his personal little bitch.
Yeah. Loki didn't. Loki pulled what I would have did, like not know anybody to try to survive. I would have been like, I don't even know. I've never met this person in my life.
I've never known. Nope, don't know this guy. He's yelling at me. I don't. Never met him.
It was actually like sad in not Endgame in Avengers when he like got his
should have thrown it at his head.
Yeah, you should have went for the head. That was his hubris of Thor right there. He really didn't think. His pride was like, I had to watch you die. Like,
that tiny bit of pride that was still left from the original Thor movie.
Like,
think about all the character arcs I really do like Thor's.
Yeah, well, see, she just likes Thor because it's Hemsworth. So.
I do like Thor too because he kind of looks like my grandfather.
Is it Thor or is it Odin?
Thor looks like a younger version of my grandfather.
Oh, that's impressive.
They all look. My mom's side of the family. They all look like Norse gods. Like I'm surprised.
My dad's side of the family looked like they came straight out of the jungle.
Oh no!
That's why I prefer the German half of my family because that's a lot more fun to talk about. They have the sad part of Loki being killed. And then it was Heimdall.
Oh man.
Heimdall died.
You know, I usually get ticked off when they like either gender bent or race bent a character, but I liked Heimdall because it's like the artist in me just went, that is such a nice contrast between like his skin color and all the gold and like the bright gold eye. I was just like this.
I believe they made him. I think they made him black in the comics now too.
He's black now, yeah.
Like,
and I love the actors that they have played him.
Yeah, Idris Elba is really great.
He's an amazing actor.
He's a great actor. I actually thought it'd be funny. Like I had this thought in my head, like, what if they replace Idris Elba with like Will Smith?
I'm pretty sure we'd have three Will Smith memes now.
Yeah,
because we've got the genie, and then we've got the YouTube Rewind memes.
Oh yeah, with he was doing his son's song, I believe. It was weird. Like his son. Yeah. How much time have we got? We've gone 47 minutes and we are still 13 minutes away before the video needs to shut down. And then we go get food. See, I actually wonder if they did. It would actually think it'd be kind of great if they did like a mashup, My Hero Academia version of the Avengers.
I think they did that for a promo for Infinity War. They had like the My Hero characters introducing the Avengers, and it was kind of like a character that they really like, very very similar to. So of course they had Bakugo introduce Tony Stark. And then someone started remaking like different scenes from different like Avengers movies as the My Hero characters, and they look so cool. For the life of me, I cannot remember what the person's Tumblr is, but they're so well done.
See, who would? Oh no! See, their version of Thanos would have been all for one, because the way he just like wiped out a whole massive part of the city by himself. Actually, no, I think he just blocked. I think he just showed up and everything just started just destroyed. He literally just floated down like he was a god, and he was like, yeah.
I mean, technically he is, since he is all force for one.
Yeah, his actually, yeah, that would make sense because they can use like Shigaraki and them as his like League of Villains, and like that would make like that would be like Thanos's like little flunkies he had before, like like Squidward, that guy that was Squidward.
I can't believe they actually made that joke.
Yeah, that was great. I laughed.
That was the greatest thing in the world.
I laughed for like 5 whole minutes after that entire time. Like Tony said,
oh my God.
I try to hate everything Tony Stark because everybody loves Tony Stark.
Oh man, I love Tony Stark.
But like,
his character was amazing.
Well, that and my brother loves him, and my brother's like into Iron Man a lot. I think he had like his Yeah, well, Iron Man is cool, but like Captain America, he's like better.
I won't deny that I was Team Cap during Civil War.
I would have been Team Captain.
But I was more so of like team, can we just let Bucky live in peace? Which is why my heart was very settled when...
As my sister calls him, Bucky with the gray hair.
Bucky with the gray hair. No, it actually gave me a lot of peace watching Black Panther when he showed up. He just looked very peaceful, and I was like, ah!
Fun fact, did you know the reason why they kept calling him White Wolf is because there's a character in the old school comics from Black Panther who was a white guy who was raised by the king of Wakanda at one point, but he was pseudo royalty, but he could never succeed the throne. So so he made his own police force, and he was known as the White Wolf there.
Oh.
So
I actually didn't know that.
They used that name as like a weird, like, not a weird, but as like a great like homage, yeah, for
I
that.
actually never really got in the Black Panther comics, so they never really interested me.
Me neither. Honestly, like I didn't really particularly care about Black Panther too much, other than like he was like a better Black Batman.
But like a cat.
But he literally they've had this death battle before. Batman versus Black Panther. Black Panther wins.
Well, yeah.
And I'm like, you would think he would win. His suit absorbs all the kinetic energy.
Amazing.
And so all of Batman's stuff required, like, he would have to know how to like defeat vibranium, which he would need, and he doesn't have.
Which doesn't exist in his universe.
No. But yeah, I want to do another amalgam. Like they have like I showed you like Dark Claw and like Moonwing. I want to do another fusion with like all these other characters.
Yeah.
That way they can do like fusion of Batman, Black Panther, I don't know, Bat Panther or something.
Bat Panther.
That would be kind of.
That'd be a really weird amalgamation.
It wouldn't. I think it would be kind of cool.
It's
just
two
be like
different animals getting like squished together.
It's like Wolverine and Sabretooth being fused together.
Yeah, Wolverine's not a Wolverine though.
Wolverine and Batman being fused.
He's a very, very angry man.
Yeah.
With claws.
Like you saw the picture I sent you. His claws are literally specially designed, like jagged edged, weird
so
weapons.
Cool.
They're really like.
That would like hurt going back, like retracting back though.
They hurt
like
anyways. They're like blades.
That's true. But he kind of like goes numb to it, doesn't he? Because it's like
yeah.
you get so used to the pain that it's like my chronic back pain.
Mm-hmm.
I don't notice half the time because it's always there.
Just there. They have I still want the newer comics I showed you with Arachnite, which it's such a cool character with this Moon Knight and Spider-Man fused. He's basically just Spider-Man, but with Moon Knight's multiple personalities, and he's wearing white and red, or something. It's mostly white, but he's got like red in certain spots, like his mask.
Red, really cool.
And then they have Weapon Hex, which I thought was cool, which is just Scarlet Witch and what's her name, X-23, who's Wolverine now, which is kind of odd. And then they have.
Bit. I think they're just trying to like replace all the old heroes and make some new ones, which are kind of sad. It kind of makes me sad because I grew up Wolverine, Captain America, Moon Knight.
DC is doing a whole new lineup of new heroes. Like one of my new favorite heroes from DC's newer, which is basically their version of Spider-Man, is a character named Sideways. He opens up portals and can teleport and go through there, and he's really cool. Like his character is dope. And he originally he made it so that he.
Wait, how is he supposed to be Spider-Man?
His costume is designed similar to Spider-Man, and his personality is similar to Spider-Man too.
More like Cloak from Cloak and Dagger.
Yeah, no. Well, with Cloak and Dagger, he just turns to like darkness and then turns to like a ball. With him, he opens up like a small rift in the air. Originally, I think it was the size of someone who walked through it sideways, but I think now he doesn't make.
Oh, is that why he's called Sideways?
Yeah, and I think he's like, instead of like how Peter would take photos of himself and sell it, he records himself on like YouTube or whatever they have from like DC.
Hi guys, it's your boy. I'm going into another dimension.
That's basically how he does it. And he'll just show, or he's like, yeah, I'm just gonna show up at the Statue of Liberty and like I'm here, and just like pop up, and he'll just be like on like a GoPro or something, and he'll just be like just chilling on the Statue of Liberty. He took his girlfriend to Paris, and then he got attacked by a guy who can also teleport. But his powers were like manufactured, not natural like his. If you heard of the Dark Knight Metal series, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, his powers came from that event where everybody got like, not everybody, but these multiple people got hit with powers.
Fun.
And so he's really cool. They got a Hulk-like character. His name is Damage, and
he's probably better than the new Hulk, like Amadeus Cho or something like that. I call him Gogurt Hulk because he's just such a watered down version of the Hulk that it's just like it's not even the Hulk.
He has like a little wrist thing that like he puts on, and it's like
I
turns him
think
into the Hulk.
so.
Like
It's just really disappointing. I'm
Yeah.
like, the whole appeal of the Hulk was that it was a hyper intelligent guy that turns into this big hulking, massive dude with no intelligence. Like that was kind of cool and just like unwilling.
what I miss is there's a character named Patriot, and he was cool. He was like Captain America's sidekick, not sidekick,
Yeah.
and he had like a little shield. I think he used Captain America's old shield, and he had the super soldier serum in it because they tried to replicate like his grandpa was a soldier around the same time as Steve Rogers was, and they tried to replicate the serum, and it worked, but it had like a side effect of him like not aging in his mind. His body aged, but not him, his brain.
Oh.
So like when he was like a kid technically, when they gave him the serum, and they put him to war, and then like Patriot like would use like a drug to make him get the power, and then they found out about it and he quit. But like he came back and he got injured, and his grandfather gave him his blood, make a blood transfusion, and that's how he finally actually got a true version of the super soldier serum. I wanted to cosplay that guy's costume because it was cool.
That'd be kind of cool, yeah.
His original costume was cool.
It would actually be cool if people recognize that too.
Yeah, I've seen some before, but it's died off like
Oh man,
already.
just bring it back.
Yeah, like I think they brought him back in the new like was it I cannot remember the name of the show, but it's like almost an all-female cast, like maybe 2 dudes in there. But it's like an all-female animated TV series. And I cannot remember what the name of the series is called. But he looks kind of cool, but I don't like the new costume. It looks weird.
Yeah. It's a hit or miss with like modern redesigns. It's kind of like I liked what they did with Falcon.
Oh yeah.
I hated his old costume. He looked like a circus freak.
Yeah.
It just looks like he took like part of a circus tent and just made it into a costume. So I'm sitting here and I'm like, no, I like the new modern design. And him talking to birds was kind of bullshit.
Yeah.
Like they didn't really explain in a way that made it believable to me that he could talk to birds.
Yeah, it didn't really make sense. I liked his Captain America costume though. When he was Captain America, it was actually surprisingly pretty cool. I didn't like Falcon at first, and I was like, Captain America Falcon's kind of cool. His newer costume is that's okay.
I prefer Bucky Captain America though.
Yeah, he was cool. I also prefer Steve Rogers Captain America because it's Steve Rogers.
But for a successor, because no one wants Steve Rogers to die.
I didn't like the one I didn't like was the when they made Steve Rogers Hydra, the almost recent storyline.
Did you see like the internet backlash to that? Everyone was just, oh my gosh. And then all the memes that came out of it that were great.
Yeah, the Hail Hydra.
Captain America, or Captain, what was it? Someone took like a really obscure one with Captain Nemo from Moby Dick, and it was just like, I like whales.
I like whales.
I like giant whales. Or like Aquaman, where it's like, I hate water.
See, it just didn't make sense. Like, I mean, I get they try to make him edgy by like being controlled by some mind-controlled kid.
Yeah.
But like it just didn't make sense.
Unbelievable.
It's not.
You don't take like a literally
anti-Nazi guy.
The most anti-Nazi thing created during World War II by 2 Jewish guys, and you just don't mess with it.
Like you don't.
It's like making Superman evil. You just don't.
Well, it worked in Injustice because he was still technically good, but not good. He would kill people. Well, it was still messed up what he did to Billy Batson in the first Injustice game. When he was telling him when he was going too far, and he like froze his mouth so he couldn't say Shazam, and then laser beamed his face off. Well, the laser beamed through his eyes and then through the back of his head. That was that was messed up. And technically, he killed a child because Billy is with a child. So I mean, Superman did what made him turn that way, anyways. It's because the Joker. Like I don't understand how the Joker hasn't done this before. They had to do it in a game, but the Joker messed with his mind and made him think that Lois and their unborn child was Doomsday. So he started wrecking them, like straight up destroying them. Then he realized that he heard 2 heartbeats in there instead of 1, and then he finally woke up from whatever hallucinogen he was on and realized he just smashed the face in of his wife. And then he found the Joker being interrogated by Batman, picked him up and punched a hole through his chest.
Yeah.
Which I feel like Batman should have done a long time ago. Like Batman should have been.
Batman's code of his own code is so bull.
It's not a good.
It's only come back to bite him in the butt.
Yeah, I couldn't.
Though it is a good tool to keep comics going.
Yeah, like that's why I like Green Arrow. He's like Batman, but will take lethal measures.
Same thing with Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman too. She will snap. Oh,
she literally said that in like a comic at one point. She's like, unlike you, I actually take care of my villains.
Yeah, there was a I think it was Injustice 2 or Injustice 1 where she tried to hang somebody with her lasso, which I thought was dark as hell. Like she tried to kill Harley too. Like that was crazy.
Which would have made a lot of fanboys very angry.
Yeah, well, she's apparently on Batman's side. Like her Harley costume was kind of cool because it was still Harley, but she had like Bat logos on her in certain spots, and I thought that was kind of
that's cute.
It's kind of awesome. And then she was like on this team of Batman. It's like you got Harley on your team. Well, she's not really a bad guy anymore now. She's like
not really. She's kind of like
her own thing.
Yeah, I think they're gonna make her lesbian in the next movie.
She
did have a thing. Yeah, she did have a thing for Poison Ivy at one point in the comics.
Yeah, they had sex. They had sex with each other.
They had a thing.
Yeah, that was like I hate when people are like, I want a relationship like Harley and Joker. Like, no, you don't.
No, you don't.
And he was an abusive asshole.
He's abusive and he ignored her.
Yeah, and he, like technically, I don't know if he raped her or not, but when she was pregnant, I don't think she wanted to be pregnant at that point. So y'all can.
I mean, she wanted him, so.
But, yeah, so but you know.
It was never implied that it was not consensual.
Oh, no, actually, yeah, true. I remember there was a storyline about Nightwing when some chick raped him, and like, cause she drugged him, his body went like paralyzed, and she just took advantage. I was like.
Same thing happened to Batman. That's how Damian Wayne was born.
Yeah, but this time Batman was like, it's whatever, it's cool. I got me a new Robin.
Okay.
I got a Robin now.
I got a Robin out of it.
He needs an attitude adjustment. Like that child needs an ass whooping.
Oh my gosh, he's so moody.
Like I know he's like his dad in that respect, but God, he needs an ass whooping. That when I saw him before, I immediately did not like him.
Oh no.
I did not like Damian Wayne. I still don't like Damian Wayne.
Have you read Super Sons?
Yes.
I love Super Sons.
I like Connor.
He's good.
He's a good boy. But then you got Damian, and he's just like.
He's like. Kind of like a balance to Damian, though. You hate Damian less when he's there because it's just like you got this ray of sunshine.
You got a ray of, and then you got the most broody, little edgy
edgelord.
10-year-old.
He's 10 years old. Like they're all edgelords. Yeah. So I forgive him.
So I'm trying to remember when did Superman and Lois have Connor? Because I could have sworn he was just like there.
He just appeared out of nowhere. Like, another baby crash landed on a farm, and they adopted him. Who just so happened to look exactly like Clark Kent.
That's why I thought that was kind of great that in Young Justice, they have Connor, but he's, Superboy. Like, I'm still trying to figure out why he still calls himself Superboy. He should go have something other name. You're not a boy anymore. You're not a boy anymore. You can't be a boy anymore. You lost your virginity. You cannot be a boy anymore.
You're not a boy anymore, son.
You're not.
I don't want to be.
You're not. You and Miss Martian have been a thing for like ever. Can't be Superboy anymore. Get another Superboy.
Make another Superboy.
Make another Superboy. Or a Supergirl or something.
A super alien thing.
Super thing.
That's the one problem I do have with like sci-fi and everything like that. It's just like, okay, it's adorable. You've got like this interspecies, like this like mixed basically species couple, but then like, what's the kid gonna look like?
Yeah, like would that work? Like, would it just be like a human with like skin and scales? Like, I don't know how that works.
Tentacles.
Tentacles. Oh God, tentacles.
Like Starfire and Robin. Honestly, that would work because they're both very, very humanoid. Like the only difference is that she absorbs energy through the sun with her skin, and she shoots star bolts. So like you probably get like a more human-looking Starfire or something like that.
And then you get but then you have like Beast Boy and Raven. That they
Beast Boy and Raven, like I don't want to see what their kid would turn into.
Their kid would just turn like everything black.
Everything
like they just use like Azrath, Metron, Zinthos to turn into like a cow.
A very, very black cow.
A very black cow. It doesn't even turn with like a hint of green somewhere, like where there's like extra hair.
It's like black with like green undertones.
Yeah, like or if it had, like it's like black with like a like if it's a horse, it would just have like green horse hair.
Oh my gosh.
What's coming up on the end of the video? We already saw the disappearance of Enrique. And
missing case.
The missing.
The case of the missing Enrique.
The case of the missing Enrique. We'll figure it out. You know, I'm not gonna tell him he failed the city. I'm telling Eric that he did though because he didn't show up. But you know,
Oh
that's
no! At least
'cause-
Enrique showed up.
that's only because he had things he had to do. I guess Enrique showed up. Enrique showed up. He would have been here longer, but he accidentally said yes to taking the shift. And so, where can we find you?
Find me at Widiot_Cosplay on Instagram.
And you can find me at StormLeo25 on Instagram and Twitter, and you can find me on Facebook if you're not already part of the Facebook group. So it'll be in the show. We'll probably have a second video this week, which will be a drinking one if we can get it up at like on Friday.
We're playing like a drinking game.
Yeah.
Every time Bobby goes up, yells "die," take a shot.
Oh God, I would die. Like literally, just like die. I'm like okay.
Okay.
So we'll catch you guys later. Thanks for watching Geeks and Rebels. I'll see you later. Bye.
Bye.